My dear students, Namaste. I am Kamal Nepal, your compulsory mathematics teacher. Now I am in continue the chapter compound interest. In this chapter, another section is population growth. Today I am going to teach you population growth chapter. So first of all, I want to give you one short story. This is the example. This story helps to you to take some concept in this population growth chapter. So first of all, you should read this short story, then we'll discuss. Now start. In this short story, Ramesh was confused because he knew there were 15 members in his family. After some evidence, he couldn't tell the total number of members in his family. So that was the confusion part because some passed away, some went to another home, to abroad also, and one brother get married and give the birth of two child. Then in which condition we can add and in which condition we should subtract. That was the confusion part of Mr. Ramesh. So, in with the help of this short story, I want to try to give you some concept. I want to join this story in our formula derivation. I want to connect you there also. So, first, remember this story. In this story, if some people passed away, that is dead, death, you should subtract that person, that number. If give some birth, you should add. So for population increase, you should add. For population decrease, you should minus. For migration in, it is your increase, so add. For migration out, that is population decrease, you should subtract. So these are concept. Now, our chapter is population growth. I want to give you this definition. Then you can remember in your family how many person are there. That is your total population. And in certain time, that is in 1 year, how many people increase there. So that is your rate. So in 1 year time, how many people are increased out of total? Out of total, how many increase out of total? That is your population rate. Suppose there are 100 people in some locality. If 5% are increased, then 5 divided by 100 into 100. That is 5% is your population growth rate. So the increment of population is your population growth. Decrease in population is your population decrease. So the total number of inhabitants living in a place is called the population. You know this term. The population is generally changing time to time. It may be increase, it may be decrease. The relative increase in a population of the country represents the growth of population. The growth of population per year is called annual growth rate. Generally, the population is increasing if It is not affected by extraneous conditions. So this is your concept you can take. Uh, Now, how can we write down the formula population growth? First, remember formula of compound amount. It is Ca is equal to P times 1 plus R divided by 100 power T. The pattern of increasing the population is similar to the increasing pattern of compound interest. So the formula of population in time t is similar to that of compound amount in time t. We have this formula. We have this formula. In the place of Ca, you can write down here Pt. It is new population. It is new population, and all terms are same, but that P is initial population of a country or village, town, locality, you can say. R is a growth rate of population. It is the rate of growth. And T is time in years. It is time in years. You should take it is always in year. You should convert your time in year. PT, population of country at the end of T years. So this PT is final population, P is initial population. This P is a new population, PT is a new population, and PT is old population. For the case of population increase, this PT is greater than P. Don't forget. So you can remember this formula exactly as compound amount. In the place of compound amount, you can write down PT. It's very simple. We did in compound amount chapter, if principal, rate, time given, you can find out compound amount. If compound amount, principal, and rate given, you can find out time. If compound amount, principal, and time given, then you can find out rate. If compound amount, rate, and time given, you can find out principal. So there were four questions. Similarly, in this chapter also, 1, 2, 3, 4 variables. So if three variables are given, then you can find out which one is unknown. So you can use this formula exactly same as compound amount chapter. It's not a confusion. So I want to connect our previous story, this story. In this story, you should subtract the people, migration out. You should add migration in and your birth. So now D, number of deaths at the end of the years, migration in, number of migrants enter after 2 years or birth also, okay. Migration out, M out, number of migrants after left after 2 years. So first we have this formula, only this formula, but if some people dead there, you should do minus this exactly same formula, and if there is migration in or birth, you should plus. For migration out, minus. If both are given, migration in and migration out, you should do plus for migration in, and you should do minus for migration out. And if birth is given there, should plus birth also. Don't be confusion. And there is not sure population is always increasing. For the case of decreasing, rate will be negative, it will be negative. So for negative, you should write down here minus. So this is your, if population is decreasing, then you can use this formula. But for population decreasing, this PT is always less than PT, okay? This PT is always less than this P. PT, again, try to remember, PT is a new population, it is final population, P is old population or initial population. If 2 years are given, suppose 2074 and 2072. So the population of 74 is PT, 2, and population of 2072 is P. If again in same question 2076 is given, then you should compare 2074 and 2076. Now, population of 2074 is P and 2076 is PT. So, in the case of 72 and 74, 74 is PT. In the comparison of 74 and 76, 74 is P. So, which one is new? Which one is final? That is your PT. Okay, don't be confusion. And I already discussed for this one, for population increase pt is greater than p, and population decrease pt is less than p. uh, I want to give you note again. Both migration in terms are for population growth, death migration out terms are for population decrease. We discussed these four terms in our story. If both population growth rate are given, then add both rate and use then add both rate and use population growth formula. If R1 and R2 given, if R1 is population growth, R2 also population growth, then use population growth by adding them. If both population decrease rate are given, then add both rate and use population decrease formula. If both are decreasing, you should add, that is your population decrease formula. Again, if growth rate R1 and decrease rate R2 are given, then do R1 minus R2, you will get new R, which is rate. But if this R is positive, use formula population growth. And if this R is negative result, then you can use population decrease formula. Don't forget, if there are different rate for a same year, don't be confusion, for the same year, you can use, yes, you can use the concept of this one, add both, add if same results are there, and subtract different cases. And R is positive, increase formula, negative, decrease formula. I will give you example also. Example number one. In this example, one initial population is 45,500, rate is 2.5%, and time is 3 years, and final population PT is how much it is final population we need to find out. So we have formula PT, P times 1 plus R divided by 100 power D. Now substitute all value P, R, T. I'm not discussing here because you did exactly same process in compound interest also. So yes, do simplification of this, you will get your total population. It is 48,460. This is very simple. This is exactly same as compound amount question. Now, example number two, the population of city was 40,000. What is the present population of a city if the growth rate of population is 2.5%? So exactly same, initial population 40,000 given, 40,000 given, time 2 years, growth rate 2.5%, present population PT how much? So first you should find out this one. It's simple, exactly same as example number 1. After this, uh, 42,025 is final population. It is present population, but our initial population is, it is 40,000. Okay, yes, 42,000 minus 25 is 2,025. So it is increased population. How much population increase? So that is 42,025 minus 40,000 is equal to 2,025. 5. Example number 3, the population of a district 2 years ago was this. So it is initial population. Present population is this one, and at what rate was population increased? Time is 2 years. Time is 2 years. Initial population 62500. Present population PT is equal to 67600, and PT is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 power T. It is our formula, and substitute all values. So you should divide this one, and now you can check here. We have here power 2. Now try to convert this number as power 2. Now it is 26 divided by 25 power 2. So power same, power equal, base same. Then simplify, you'll get R is equal to 4%. Example number 4, the present population of a town is 80,000. If the population increases 2% by birth, 3% by migration, what will be the population of the town after 2 years? Now, in this question, there are two rates given, but both are same. It is birth and another migration in. So for this one, you should add both, that is rate 1 and rate 2, will get 5. Then it is rate is 5%. We have this formula, and you can find out it is our final population. This is also simple, but your only concept is you should add these two rate. You should add these two rate. If both rate are same condition, both are increasing, so you should add. Number 5, in the beginning 2065 years, the population of a town was 40,000 and the rate of population growth is 2% every year. If in the beginning of 2066 years, 80,000 people migrated there, okay, it is 4 lakh, okay, it is 4 lakh, then the confusion. From different places, what will be the population of town in the beginning 2068? Initial population 4 lakh, rate 2%, time 1 year, PT how much, migration in this one. So we have this formula and add migration in. Substitute all value, you will get final population here. It is 4,88,000. And again, after this, it is increased. Again, it is increased. So this is P time 2 years, we need to find out PT. Rate is same. Now substitute all values. It is 4,88,000. It is missing here, and you can find out this one also. Example number 6. 3 years ago, the population of certain village was 1,20,000. The rate of growth of population is 2.5%. A year ago, 2,875 people died of the epidemic disease. What is the present population? So this also simple. So it is P, it is a rate, it is D. Now it is P, rate is 2.5%, time 2 years, PT we need to find out, and D is this one. We have formula minus D. Now minus D is here. PT is equal to P times 1 plus R by 100 power T minus D. Substitute all values, you will get it is population of which one? It is population. Then after, again that population is increased by 2%, and T 1 year, it is population, present population we need to find out. So PT is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 power T. Now substitute all values, you get 1,26,280. So yeah, how much population is given there, you should add if population is increased, and you should subtract population is decreased. In our formula, PT is equal to P times 1 plus R by 100 power T. These are a basic concept and basic examples. Try to do all examples. There may be some error in our solution. Try to correct these, and you should do all your homework. Then you can do all these concepts. So if you have any confusion, You can ask me, okay? Thank you.